It's the Cum Club.
I know.
I thought you were gonna.
I thought you was gonna do it.
Paper, scissors, and rocks.
Go on then. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Right, go on. You gotta do it.
What am I saying?
You just say, "Hi guys, welcome."
What's up, internet? I can't do that.
See, now this is.
I'll do it on the aftershot thing.
This is the trouble, right? Is that we're both quite boring people, really.
Well, we're not boring. We're just not fucking over enthusiastic wankers.
Yeah. So what we actually need is an over enthusiastic wanker to narrate it, like the opposite of David Attenborough.
If you are about 20 to 25 years old and you have massive tits.
Welcome back to Grumpy Outdoors. Today is Father's Day, so Jay's got a day off from his children, and we've come down to Paper Mill Lock in Chelmsford.
Nearly trying
shit. To explore it, because neither of us have been here. So let's see what it's all about.
So the whole purpose of this was to walk the River Chelmer from the popular site known as the Paper Mill Tea Rooms. We actually ended up filming this in 2 parts, 2 or 3 weeks apart. If we are completely honest, these walks were a bit of a spur of the moment and primarily serve as a bit of practice for us since it's been so long since we've done any videos. We are currently in the middle of kicking ourselves up the arse and are planning a number of other bits and bobs to do and other events and so on, walks, etc. We may even have had some drone footage to show you had Chris not got his drone stuck in a tree. So the first time we walked west until we saw the A12 and then decided to loop round via Boreham and then back to the car at the tea rooms.
Right, so I'm just following Jay down this dark alleyway and I'm not sure the outcome.
King Alfred cakes. Burnt cakes, aren't they? They're fungus, but they can be used for firelighter. If you want to. Or you can just use, matches.
Did they miss out one of your strawberries?
Oh.
We're at Paper Mill Lock.
Second time.
The second time because we didn't like the filming of the first time.
So like before, we parked at Paper Mill, but whereas last time we'd gone west towards Chelmsford, this time we decided to head east towards Heybridge. However, before we went off burning hundreds of calories, it was important to fill up on thousands of calories of sugar and saturated fats that would keep us going through this hard-going ordeal.
Right, so we're a few minutes into the walk and already got a reason to be grumpy, but I can't work this one out. If you're gonna pick up your dog shit and put it in a bag, why leave the bag there?
Now the path along this river is quite busy, and if you look at the flowers and the insects, etc., you'll see that there's a lot of life here. And I do feel that you might be better off doing this walk on a weekday when there isn't so much foot traffic and people pissing around on inflatable boats. A good example of the life you might find here are these banded demoiselles, which are beautifully coloured. This here is a comma butterfly. Now, if you're venturing onto the Chelmer in a paddleboard or a kayak, you do have to pay an extra, I think it's £30 a year to use the water there, but I was glad at least to see that the waterways were being dredged. So, you know, that's not something you always see these days. We was a little bit disappointed when we reached this lock. It's a Hoe Mill lock, and from the distance it looks like a pub or at least a place with a cafe or something, but strangely no one's put a business there, so maybe they should. They'd probably make a lot of money.
So the swans on the footpath, proceed with caution. We've heard about this angry swan, but there's two of us, we can take it. I think there has been a swan massacre here.
I think someone had yump with the swan. Oh well, karma.
Right, we got about 5 miles in the walk down to Haybridge, and we've turned around and come back for the car because we're not sure if the car park shuts, and we want more scones as well, because the scones we had have gone. Well, what we've decided to do, we're going to go to drive to the Haybridge, which was the end of the walk, because we still got a lot of daylight left, and then we're going to walk back to where we turned around and finish the walk, but the car will be at the end.
Makes sense? Probably not, but we're carrying on with the walk anyway, that's all you need to know.
See, we did think about editing all the turn around a bit out.
Yeah.
But we're real.
We were just thinking about faking it, like 98% of all other YouTube channels.
But we can't do that, we are real.
We are too real, too honest.
Right, look, for any of you that are vegan or into survival or whatever, we just stumbled across the jackpot there. There's like, what, 15 carrots?
Beautiful, mate. You can eat that. Well, I wouldn't, because it looks a bit ropey, but if you was in a survival situation,
yeah.
But we're not, so.
We're not.
It's the Come Club.
To information, Lewis Clark is a twat.
How'd you know?
It says it there.
Oh yeah.
It's incredibly overgrown in parts, and I would not recommend shorts. Not because of this walk, I mean as a general fashion statement, don't wear shorts. Men wear trousers.
Now, in the interests of keeping this video honest, we didn't actually manage to get back to the point where we turned round because the path was getting way too overgrown, but it has, however, made this video a little bit shorter for you, so, you know, there are some benefits to that. I believe this is wolfbane, which is an incredibly poisonous plant. It's the first time I've seen it growing in the wild like this. Dropped your cake card.
That?
Yeah.
That one I was holding on to for you?
Yeah.
Right, we're nearly at the end of the walk. Just got a little bit further to go, but right now we're at the dead centre of Heybridge. Right, we're coming up to the end of the walk. To be honest, it's not been that great this end. The bits that were overgrown were mental, and then the bits which are quite nice, you've got a river one side and industrial estates the other. It's still worth doing for a day out, I suppose. Right, so that's the end of the walk. If I'm honest, I feel a little bit disappointed about the Heybridge end of it.
Why?
It was a bit pants, really, wasn't it?
Bit wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping for a pint, but there was going to be like £5.50 for a lager, so I thought, nah.
And the other thing as well is we are in Essex,
Yeah.
and pubs in Essex are a bit painful.
Why?
Essex blokes.
Well, you're an Essex bloke.
Yeah, but I'm part Northern and part Londoner. I mean proper Essex blokes.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know what to say to that. But you usually... Fuck's sake.
I'm a mega hard Northerner.
Not a Northerner, you can't.
I'm North. My
You're a fucking Northerner.
granddad was from Hartlepool.
Right.
I'm a mega hard Northerner.
No way.
And if I can't be bothered to punch you, I'll just stab you from the London side. Innit?
Bled. If by some miracle you're still watching this, then you may be interested in the route that we took, which is up here on the map, and you'll notice, you know, the red line, there's a big gap in the middle which we missed out. Now, admittedly, we did walk both of these sections twice, so we have actually walked further than the point to point, but take that for what you will. I want to be completely honest with you guys on this channel, because I'm not going to fuck you about and say that I've climbed 20 mountains or whatever in the future, when I've only, you know, sent a drone up or something, so... It is what it is, what you see is what you get, and that's just how we're going to do things. Now, if you completely fucking hated this video, then by all means give us a dislike and some abuse on the comments, and we'll be happy to take on board your criticisms. Other than that, thanks for watching, and hopefully we may see you in the next one.